When your tax dollars fund a public official's salary, how often do you think they should be in the office? For years, WRAL Investigates has been hearing concerns about how often or not Durham's district attorney is in the courthouse.
They claim her absence is negatively affecting her ability to do her job. After years of fighting for records we knew should be public, WRAL Investigates Sarah Kruger found Durham's DA in the office a lot less than her counterparts nearby.
This is something we have been working on since 2022. Now, finally, we got District Attorney Satana Deberry's Keycard data. It shows almost an even split between the number of days she was in the office and the number she was not. It was viewer emails like this one that started this story. This person telling us she works in the courthouse and wondered where DA Satana Deberry was, writing, "You can't prosecute violent offenders if you are never there." In July 2022, WRAL Investigates producer first filed a public records request for Deberry's attendance record. Not hearing back, I tried in April 2024 to request the data from Durham County. They claimed they didn't have it. In October, I wrote to the newly appointed county attorney, pointing out that public records law requires providing information as promptly as possible. That same day, I got it. Deberry's Keycard swipe records show in her highest attendance year, she checked into the office on 60% of traditional workdays. Her lowest year, 43%. Compare that to records we got for Wake District Attorney Lauren Freeman, who was in the office anywhere from 78% to 91% of the time. And Orange Chatham DA Jeff Neiman, whose data shows him there anywhere from 75 to 80% of the time, even with data collection issues the county told us about. Deberry declined to be interviewed for this story, sending a written response instead. Any claims that I am not physically present in my office on a regular basis are false. She said because the records were generated by the county, not by her, they were not reliable. So I asked her to send me her records. Then she told me, actually, she doesn't have any. Her initial statement says there are ways she could enter the courthouse without swiping, and claims there are frequent issues with the courthouse security system that could have affected her data. Claims we were not able to verify.
It's a really hard job.
Jeff Welty is an attorney and professor at UNC with a focus on criminal law and prosecutors.
Do you feel like it's important for DAs to be in the office physically?
Well, I'd start off by saying it's important that every DA is working full-time.
That work, he says, includes responsibilities not necessarily at the courthouse, like meeting with victims' families or speaking at events.
There's no formula, there's no one way to do it. There's no instruction manual.
A sentiment echoed by Elon law professor Stephen Friedland.
There are trade-offs to prosecutors being in the office and being out of the office. The lead DA or the lead prosecutor sets policy for the office.
Off camera, multiple current and former prosecutors told me a roughly 50% attendance record was concerning, or at least merited explanation, and was not how they would conduct their offices. Professor Jeff Welty says in his eyes, what's most important is time spent doing the work, regardless of where.
We have a statute in North Carolina that requires that district attorneys devote their full-time effort to the job of being a district attorney, and the taxpayers deserve full-time effort.
Sarah Kruger, WRAL News.
For a look at all of the data our Investigates team found through records requests, go to WRAL.com and look for this story. We also have the full statement there from the Durham DA.